Think of a training session where everyone sat, nodded, and forgot everything by the next day. Now picture a room where people are actively debating a problem, testing a strategy, and applying it to their actual jobs. The difference between those two rooms is design. This flowchart maps out the core of learning experience design, or LXD. It moves from identifying a specific business problem through design and technology to reach measurable results. This process transforms information delivery into a functional business solution. As the diagram zooms into the problem node, we see two specific data points: a spike in manager feedback failure and a corresponding talent bleed. In this scenario, the company is losing talent because managers lack the specific skill of giving feedback. Fixing this is the LXD's primary objective. Treating training as a mandatory lecture often fails to address the underlying cause of the talent bleed. Approaching it as a targeted solution identifies the specific performance gap and provides the path to stop the financial loss. To build training that sticks, we use the format cycle. This 4-quadrant wheel represents the questions every learner in a room is silently asking, beginning with the first quadrant highlighted here: why? The why quadrant connects the learner to the failing manager narrative so they understand the stakes of the session. Moving clockwise to the what quadrant, we provide the framework, the actual steps required to deliver effective feedback. Theory alone rarely changes behavior on the floor. The wheel moves to the how quadrant, where learners run role-play scenarios. Finally, it hits what if, where learners practice adapting that framework for difficult or unexpected employee reactions. Take a moment, pause the video, and write down one active practice exercise you would use for the how section. Answering all 4 of these questions provides a structure that moves past a simple information dump. It helps ensure when the session ends, learners have practiced the skills they need to perform. Once the experience is designed, it has to reach the learner. While the technical jargon can seem complex, the deployment process follows a logical supply chain. The first step is the authoring tool, represented here as a factory assembly line. This is the software where you build the interactive course module and its visual elements. That finished module then drops into a standardized shipping box called SCORM. This format packages the course so the data, like time spent and completion, can be tracked by different systems. Finally, the SCORM box arrives at the Learning Management System, or LMS. This is the storefront where employees log in to take the course, and where you access the dashboards that track completion metrics. This deployment pipeline gives you oversight of the entire process. You know how training reaches the employee and how you monitor their initial progress. Seeing that a course is finished is only the first step. To measure the actual impact, we use Kirkpatrick's model. Notice Level 1, reaction, and Level 2, learning, forming the base of the pyramid. Level 1 tracks survey responses, and Level 2 tracks quiz scores. While useful for checking engagement, these metrics alone do not provide enough evidence to show a financial return to the business. The top of the pyramid is where business value is determined. Level 3 measures behavior, whether managers are actually applying the feedback framework at work. Level 4 measures results, linking those behavioral changes to upward trending graphs in retention and productivity. Measuring at these higher levels equips you with the data needed to show stakeholders how a training program affects the company's bottom line. It provides the evidence to show if the talent bleed is actually being addressed. This graph illustrates the outcome we are aiming for: retention rates rising in direct correlation with the new manager feedback program. When behavior changes, the data reflects that shift. This cheat sheet summarizes the complete LXD workflow: design using the format cycle, deploy through the authoring to LMS pipeline, and evaluate using the 4 levels of Kirkpatrick's model. The software and frameworks are essential for scaling these efforts. However, your ability to align these programs with business goals and understand the learner's needs is what makes the design truly effective. Go ahead and screenshot this blueprint. You can use it as a mental model for planning your next project or explaining your process in future interviews. You now have a repeatable process for solving corporate problems. By following these steps, you can move past simple information delivery and create learning experiences that produce measurable results.